Hey, how's it going? It's Tundra Goblin here. Welcome to the start of my YouTube. Been on YouTube a while, been a gamer for a while. Just want to start with Total War 3 Kingdoms. Got a couple hundred hours in it. Still pretty booty though. Plan on playing a lot of different things. But for this one, starting a new campaign. We're gonna be playing as the Emperor. I run mods. I'll be posting some of the, posting the whole mod list and order.
Cao Cao is not ignorant to the failings of the Han, yet he will fight all the same to see its survival.
For our first little bit here, we're just going to start as Emperor.
Resist the chaos of change.
The Emperor is the steward of the Han Dynasty, burdened with the heaven-sent responsibility of guiding the disparate realms of China under one rule.
So we're just going to be rolling with that. Probably separate, dissolve the Empire after we take care of the rebellions, just to throw a little what-if scenario in there, I guess, or just continue on from where history actually kind of takes place. That should be it. We'll start this series and just kind of see how it takes off. Whatever comments we get, we'll continue on with another campaign after this, or I might fail this campaign. Shit happens, so this is how it is. For this campaign, we're playing on legendary. It's 60-minute battle timers. I like watching the AI go through their things, so this is kind of what I do. And let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and let everything play out just for those who haven't seen any of the videos or whatever.
Dark rumors are spoken in every corner of the land, whispering of the end of the Han. The Zhang brothers, plotting from their home commandery, seek to tear down what they see as a corrupt dynasty. Ambition flowers like a weed, all-consuming and suffocating. None are immune to its sickly sweet allure. As the Han weaken, the eunuch advisors claw more power to themselves. Once loyal warlords sense opportunity. Lines are drawn, as all move to consolidate their own power, whilst Zhang Jue conspires to take the throne itself. The Emperor acts to secure his rule, with the Empress and the eunuchs battling for control of his court. Peace hangs by a thread. A torrent of blood will surely be spilled before the dynasty's fate is determined. The Han have claimed their rightful place with steel and blood, and have stood for centuries as the ruling dynasty of China, inheritors of the Qin's right to rule. In the many years since their ascendants have ruled the land, and each has maintained the dynasty in their own way. The current emperor's rule, however, is beset by turmoil. His corrupt eunuch attendants wield power selfishly, whilst the empress battles them for control of the imperial court. The land is beset by famine and disaster. The people, tormented by these omens, believe it to be a sign of heaven's displeasure with the Han. Elsewhere, in Julu Commandery, the healer Zhang Jue and his brothers study the tomes of the books of the heaven, believing themselves the savior of the people and the harbingers of the Hun's end. As they preach their message, the beleaguered people flock to their words, hoping for a better future. It is now winter, 182 CE. The Zhang brothers and their followers have begun to rise, calling themselves the Yellow Turbans. The Emperor, his court still in strife, is slow to react. Yet the dynasty's vassals begin to see that something bodes ill. As these heroes rise, the stage is set. The fate of the Han and the realm rests on the strength of its warriors. You are the custodian of the Han Dynasty, Liu Hong, the celestial sun. Yet your land is riven with strife and insurrection.
This discord is born of ignorance. The people are led astray by deceptive oratory and false promises. The rising rebellions in the north must be swiftly excised. The authority of the Han must be obeyed without question. I will look to my advisors to counsel me and send my message to the people.
As you say, it will be so. We will work tirelessly to ensure all is as it should be.
The Empress, too, will offer you sage advice. And your General-in-Chief, He Jing, has taken to the field, ready to see your enemies put to the sword.
Precisely. These northern rebels cannot hold out for long. The might of China rises to oppose them.
Your dynasty is chosen by heaven, yet strife threatens to unwrite your history. Do not let your legacy end here.
So, that was a flyby and the intro to this whole campaign section here. One of the reasons I picked this is one of the most interesting, like, history pieces for me is the Three Kingdoms era. So I just figured I'd start here. Why not start my channel from one of my favorite games and one of my favorite time periods. I don't plan on doing like a walkthrough or anything. I'll kind of explain the things I'm doing. Play it as you see fit kind of deal. But anyways, let's jump into it. So the Emperor under Heaven. Passage of the seasons, the blessings bestowed by the heavens, the trying times of hardship, all come and go. The Han endures as it always has, as it forever will. You are leader of many, appointed by divine right, but human desires are not always noble. There are those who covet that which is rightfully yours, both within the empire and without. So, long united must divide, thus it has ever been. That kind of goes back to the just old sayings, I guess. I think it switches to, long united must divide, and then kind of divide to unite or something like that. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. So we'll just kind of get into this. First mission, obviously, same as it is on everything. Fight the first enemy. And we'll see what items we picked up. We actually got a pretty good item. Gold weapon here. Pretty legit. Philosopher's nice for satisfaction issues. And a stone horse. So, we will just go ahead and jump right into the first battle here. And of course we got Cav. Take a look at the Jin. And we will go ahead and give him the stone horse to give him some more damage. And save that. Let's get into it.
Show them heat! Madness brews both within the imperial court and without. The eunuchs grasp too much control to pillage the land. I have risen from humble beginnings to defend this land. Yet if I must become the butcher once more to see it saved, then so be it.
Pretty relevant for the most part. Archers will do most of the work for us.
At the ready! Stand ready!
We see us.
Steel yourselves! To attention!
And then we will go
Cavalrymen!
pursue a duel.
The time has come!
Also, I'm probably gonna butcher so many of these names, so bear with me, correct me.
Take heed, warriors! Spears to hand! Attend! Prepare!
And simple setup. Not doing much, 'cause basically a tutorial battle.
Make ready!
Be extra with it.
Be helpful and just die!
Your words are as pathetic as you are!
The enemy warriors are running!
Make ready! With speed!
Pretty simple stuff there. Stay and try and get whatever experience we can, gain enough throughout the campaign.
Let feasting commence!
I'm not sure if you can replenish when you don't lose anything, so I'm just gonna give it a try here, see what happens. 14, 16,
Duty awaits!
I got 80 political influence, which is what this week. For things like this. So next turn we want to have 5 food. You can see we're -8. Pretty simple clean up. Just wants us to pick up Yang. Also has enough 16. Okay, so we did gain some replenishments back, which is great. Imperial units do not replenish for crap. So probably one of the first skills is trying to work over to the replenishment, which should be right here. That's just to help us. There's assignments we can do that'll also pick it up, but probably gonna be our main focus trying to rush that just to help out. So
Strike with fury!
public order and faction support for her entire commandery. And the passes also count as commanderies, so we have a total of 3. So you got Handu Pass and the Hulao Gate. And it wants us to return back to the capital. So let's go ahead and sit in here while we have a slight bump in our replenishment. And let's take a look at the things we have. So, first things first, we got 80 political influence from that. So we're going to go ahead and bounce into the board. And one of the first things we'll do is I'm just going to go ahead and clear Sao Ding out of here. Start the releasing. Oh, we're going to banish the eunuchs here because we just mess with them. And we'll slide right over, or slide Yuan Shao in here. The benefits are pretty good. As you can see here, especially that reinforcement range is going to be real nice depending on how bad the yellow turbans are. And if we move up into their territory, it really depends. One of the mods I use is Fairplay AI. And it kind of varies how the enemies and AI will move, so you never really know, but you get a pretty good assumption on how they're going to act. It's meant to deter them from always chasing the player specifically. Levels out the legendary balances while tweaking the AI. I think it's a pretty decent thing. So let's go ahead and put him here and pop him up. See if we have anything that can benefit. I think I'll probably do that. Nothing big here. We don't want to raise his authority, so that way we can just have overall satisfaction throughout the empire. And we'll pop us. Just go down this real quick. That way we're getting intense satisfaction. And one of the other things we're going to do is we will go ahead and make Empress our heir. Our son's 6, so we're not going to get any benefits from that for quite some time. Stick her in there. And let's see if there's anything we can do here to improve. She doesn't need that Warblade, so we'll just give her authority. No items that are going to give us any more authority, so we can leave that there. Kong Rong hanging on to that for now. Just happen to know that he gets assigned to Beihai, I believe, at some point. So we'll take that eventually, but we'll let him hang on to it for now just to gain those bonuses. Chindan's character I really like. He has some Imperial units here, but as far as him being up here, we don't really need him there, and we want to remove as much of this bureaucratic influence as possible, just so we can have some better benefits for ourselves. You see it's pretty full here. We're losing 5 trade agreements, everything costs more, it takes longer to build, everything's more expensive to recruit. You can see that experience bonus is pretty nice for the early game while you're trying to level up characters you like. I've got MTU, WDG, and I think one other one. So this is gonna kind of be a, I don't want to say like a collection game too, but I mean good characters, unique characters. So we're probably gonna have a pretty big roster by the end of this. We'll go after the name characters and try and skip on most of the generic ones, but we'll see how it goes. And let's make sure nobody else has any items that we might want to steal or move to somebody that's more valuable. Alright. So, here, Shizi, public order bonus. And, okay, so we will go up here. And we're going to take his prayer beads from him just so we can get the public order bonus and the diplomatic relation bonus. And I believe he might be the only one that's really got items we want to steal. You know what? And Conrad can keep these sword as well. And it looks like it's pretty much it. So, up here, get rid of that. That's just our banish. Once we secure the commandery, back to that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to look at is the assignments. Well, the first thing I'm definitely going to do is go ahead and put the Emperor to reward officials. We're going to lose food and public order, but we gain more experience on our characters and that political influence we were talking about earlier. We'll start building up an additional 10. And one of the other things I want to do is probably wait just a little bit, but we want to get another level up on these gates here, just in case see some looters start here, just in case they try to get silly. And what we'll do for these is we're just going to use the assignments to bump the turns and everything down. As you can see here, the construction costs and the time, but we might wait till we get rid of a little more bureaucratic influence before we start trying to build that up. Our main income, it's all going to be peasantry initially. So we'll probably just slide Chow in here for the time being, and gain that 50% income from peasantry. And now to our food deficit here. You see we got a level 9 building. We don't really need the capital to be level 9. It's taking up 34 food, so we're just going to downgrade that, give it a turn, and that'll clear up some for us. What was that? From, let's see, 34 to 24. So that'll knock out a little bit of that. And I think what else we're going to do is we will go ahead. This is a free build here to give us even more income from the peasantry side of things. It's going to take 6 turns, but not really a whole lot we can do that. But it's a free build, so we'll take it. I want to get this set up pretty quick too, so we'll go ahead and start that one as well. We need this city because our biggest issue is, I guess, having a little bit of game knowledge. So we're gonna have the yellow turbans are gonna rebel up here in the northeast, kind of move through, and then there's a later one that's gonna happen over here, the Liang rebellion. We don't really want them to just sweep through our shit, so we'll go ahead and start building that. Take the hit on there, and hop back into here. Just one last check, see if there's anything we need to take care of. We could put a Minister Herald in, which gives us more diplomatic relations, so I think we will do that. Gem might be our highest bonus, so we'll just slide him in for now. There's some cheesy ways to kind of expedite getting rid of these people, but we're not really going to do that. You can slide them down an administrator and then basically relieve them of office. It just turns into some messy stuff that I feel is a little cheesy, so we'll try to do this as legit as possible without, you know, exploits or anything of that nature. And then we'll pop up our agreements here, and we will see if there's anything we can get rolling nice and early. So we'll go ahead and take this non-aggression pact with Hansui and Matang. And we'll take them first. And
Welcome, friend.
we will take a gander and see if they have anything that we want to trade for. So this one could be good, potentially. Like I said, most of our income, all of our income is peasantry. So we'll see if we can part with that at all. Not even in the slightest bit. I don't really feel like paying for that. So, not really anything I want to give up. Try and balance that out. So, we'll just see if we can get anything out of them. We could try and push the deal to +5 just so we can get a little bit of a relationship bonus with him, but we'll just take a small chunk of change if we can. He's not really going to part with a lot, but...
Your terms are fair.
And then we'll move on to Hansui.
Welcome. Take a seat.
And we're just going to go after the same thing. Non-aggression, he's still okay with it. And we'll take a gander, see if he's got anything worth it. You would like a shaman, that's good for capturing officers. With a deal of 2.2, I think we can make this work. This stone pig. Okay. See, it's 0.1, so we'll just give him 50, and that should set us up pretty nice. And we'll get the shaman, so when we start making our armies, we'll be able to go in and hopefully have a better chance of capturing enemies.
This meets our approval.
Later on, once we dissolve the empire. And we'll take a look and see if any. Let's see who has the best relationship. We're just kind of sitting at +30 to start, huh? We'll just kinda
Enter
take a
freely,
look
friend.
here and see if there's anything we feel like risking it all to trade for, or it's not really. And then that's his basic items. So.
A joy to see you.
He was most likely gonna get pretty messed up fast, so
Glad to see you.
anything. Just, man, it's not showing me anything. Gotta
Welcome,
see that.
friend.
Alright. With the mods I'm running, pretty much if it's a unique character, they have, you know, unique armor. So armor's one of those things that we probably get rid of. Nothing we need to really be too concerned with. Let's see if our chances are better here with him. Still -8, so it's not looking the greatest. And I knocked out the way out. Alright. So let's give another couple looks here. I don't want to spend all day on this. Let's see if Hanfu has anything.
Welcome, friend.
Tore up pretty quick. He's got some gold axes, which look pretty sick. But I don't know. Man, gold axes would be nice. Let's see how bad it's. Okay, -11's not too ridiculous. I think I'd be okay sacrificing this. Remember, that was one of the things I said, it's just not really that important. So let's see how he likes these. Still, I mean, we're sitting on 37k, so it's one of those things that might not feel too bad. Okay, hopefully it's nothing too ridiculous. Okay, so I think 1500 I'm okay with. Probably 1580 or so. 1585, maybe that'll get us. Let's try 89.
A
tend to go
bountiful
off the same
harvest
one's gonna die
requires
anyways,
patience.
so might as well put them to use somewhere. Let's back up. Another one. Blueberry.
Glad tidings to you.
He can, man, it's 50-50 with this mod, whether or not he gets messed up. He doesn't really have anything we want, so I guess we'll leave him be.
Well met, friend.
Not beyond that, Yuan Yi.
Welcome. Come in.
Like it's pretty messed up as well once the anchor starts. But I mean the concubine for satisfaction, but really, okay. So this is definitely something we want, and I feel perfectly okay trading this bull away. So 3.2. Anything else? Not the shaman we want to keep. Stone horse would be nice. Should back out and trade that, but instead, let's do the same thing we did last time. Pay the man. I mean, our income will slowly rise as we progress and get rid of more of this stuff, more of the eunuchs and everything. So I'm not too terribly concerned with it. And again, we had 30-something K anyways. Okay, so let's just try 1070.
We are obliged to you for this kindness.
And we'll slide that onto Yanshao. And we will gain 5% from all sources, which is obviously just going to be our income currently. I think that pretty much covers all the basics of everything we're going to do on this first turn. Like I said, I don't want to get too crazy sitting here trading for everything. So we'll just go from there. See everything we picked up. For the time being, the shaman, and we'll start moving him back next turn, back towards the capital here. I guess we'll do a little bit of roleplay, you know, obviously with the knowledge from playing the game for hundreds of hours. I kind of know what happens, so I'll try and keep it as, you know, semi-roleplay as possible here. We'll start getting events and everything, talking about the yellow turbans. They brought it up in the beginning, so we kind of know that stuff's about to go down over here. So, and that will do us for this first turn. Make sure there's nothing I want to do. Definitely not. It's very expensive. Okay, so we will go ahead on this first turn. Turbans already kind of moving.
Fire is rekindled.
Alright, so we got the councils ready to go. So just gain the rank. Recruitment pool. We demoed down. We were supposed to lose 10, but remember we put Liu Hong in there to gain a influence, and that adds 5. Well, subtracts 5, I guess, technically, but. And from here, most likely we're just going to drop it again, gain another 8 food. You see we're going to go down from our 6 building slots down to 5, but it's not going to hurt us too much. Prestige is something we don't have to worry about in this campaign because we already got the Empire established. So I'm going to put that downgrade in, and we'll take a look at Jin here, probably coming from Cao Cao, most likely a spy. He has the ability to spy. Rui, you see that he's got a grudge against him, so he's definitely not a spy. Due to being pissed off about him. Which, his bonuses, not so hot. But we are trying to collect characters. definitely can't set him as an administrator. His skills, he's pretty close to flexibility and reach. So we might pick him up, use him as a general. Let's see if he has any items. Okay, no items, but that's okay. We will go ahead and we'll take him in and use him as one of our fighters. Our political influence, see we got the 10 from the assignment, so we're sitting at 22. Basically we need 80 to wipe out the eunuchs, so every time we get 80, we'll focus on getting rid of them. Let's go ahead and give Jim his level up. And for him, let's see. I think I want to go here, just so we have even more chance to capture these. Move back to where he is, and then go ahead and start guiding over towards the capital.
Nothing will stop us!
Start working with the faction council. You can see we got a bonus here for construction. I think I'll take that. Well, there's no real reason actually. We don't plan on building anything there, not yet. And don't want to do this. We will take the set item. We're not really worried about a new character, but remember all our income is peasantry. And this character trait that can get re-rolled is one of the eunuchs, so we will pass on that as well. See, probably one of the most useless items we could have got because we're not too concerned with the armors, but that is okay. And we will go ahead and take a look at our reforms. And like I said, with the military units, the imperial units, I guess, we want to work towards getting this replenishment just so we have a base replenishment to help them get through. Which, passing up some good stuff here. Again, more peasantry income, and losing some character salary, which would be nice too to help our base income here. But I think we can manage without it. These turns are gonna go by pretty quick. The opening, there's not really a whole lot for us to do as we kind of let the scenario situate. Everything kind of figures itself out. And we do have access to spies, but I don't think there's really anybody I want to plant right now. Maybe we go ahead. Is he the heir for Liu Hong? Zero upkeep per turn. I think we will. Just take a look here and see. Is he the heir? Okay, Lucci is. Also somebody we might be able to turn the vote. So there's no buffs on that. So let's see if we can discredit him. Okay, so plus 10 on his cover. So we'll cancel that for now, let that build up, and see if we can't get his heir. And Guosi and Dongsho, who is going to be somebody we want to keep an eye on if you know anything about how this plays out historically. So I think we'll go ahead, 90 upkeep a turn we can afford, we're sitting at 1400 I think it was. And so we'll take him and build the network, let it slowly rise up. Take a look at how his people are doing. Doesn't have too big of a core yet, but they are mostly unsatisfied. So we'll go ahead and take a couple spies on this turn. Before we looked at that, I'm pretty sure Eugene is a spy. Building being demolished. See if there's anything else going on. I think we'll be able to get a trade agreement once we get rid of a unique or two. That should get us where we need to be. I'm just gonna click everything except for the thing we didn't click apparently. Let's see, so we're -5, I believe it was. He gives us an extra one. So our knocking the eunuchs out will help us out. And let's jump into the next thing. I don't think we have any extra settings. Hopefully one of our council members gets an upgrade that'll let us take care of that. And we'll go ahead and start this turn. Of the Zhang family from Julu County who have been gathering many followers to their side. It is said that one day, while gathering herbs, one of the brothers was visited by an old man who handed them a book of 3 volumes, The Essential Arts of Great Peace. It was said that whoever held this book would be able to bring peace to all mankind. The group have begun calling themselves the Yellow Turbans due to the scarves they wear on their heads. Just telling us to follow the story here. It's kind of your intro into kicking off the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Really doesn't look like we had too much popping besides that. Got somebody here ready to be leveled up. Let's see on Shao. And see right here, this is what we were hoping for. So he gains authority, also good for our satisfaction, and an extra assignment chance. So we will apply that. What we're going to do for our assignment, let's see here. Perfect, this is what we're looking for. So he offers plus 10 replenishment, 10%, and we'll go ahead and set him down in Luoyang while we move Hejin over, and that way once he gets there we'll be able to recover some of these troops from the Imperials. The Imperial units.
On the march!
Here. And we get this is pretty useless because we're going to be fairly stationary. Okay, it wants us to build an Imperial Palace, which we have no interest in doing currently. It's going to drain so much food from us just to be able to get up there and build that. This is asking for Warlord influence, Dynasty influence. Basically, don't know how we'll figure it out. It goes either way, again, with the character pools kind of floating around. You never know what you're going to push for. My main focus right now is just dropping bureaucratic influence. The second stage of both of these are pretty nice, I do believe. Maybe it's the third. Let me see if I can get it. So your second stage of the Dynasty influence brings you more armies, more assignment slots. It's the third one that kind of is a good one there. You can annex people, right? That's something we might look into depending on how it goes. If we can master this before we dissolve the empire, that might be something we could do before we drop the rebellions and then send the whole world into turmoil there. And the warlord's influence is nice with theirs. One, extra trade agreements. Satisfaction thing we're not too worried about. I think our council has it covered. But you can actually coordinate with your subjects. And that's something the AI does pretty good about, you know, managing their their actions towards your enemies. But anything we can do to help out might be a game changer. You never know. And again, it's going to be another fairly boring turn. Just really don't have much going on while we sit and collect our political influence and move Hejin back to the capital. I do want to bring. That is rough. At some point, once our income gets slightly better, I want to bring Chen Den out just because he has the Imperial units as well. And I mean, he shouldn't die. He's only 38. Worst case, don't want him to die and we lose all the Imperial units on him. So we'll look at that in the future once our income starts to pick up some more. Make sure there's nothing new here. Nothing we are really worried about. Quick look at our spies. ahead and add 25 to that. And run some interference, adds the mistrust of the target faction, reducing our counter spy by 25. And we'll see how this does. Okay, so you see he's got 15 to his network defense. We'll just go ahead and run that. And we're going to gain more per turn. And we'll just go ahead. Gain Kong. 10 and 12. And remember he had a plus 10 on his cover, I believe. So we're going to make sure we overdo it as far as that's concerned. The chi is down. Not want to apply for us. Midi with Luge. What we want to really turn into. He's probably going to get messed up. See if he's got anything we can actually be worth taking. Bonus to commerce. Nothing too exciting, so we'll just kind of let whatever happens happens. Probably get messed up pretty quick too. He's another one of those 50-50 chance whether or not he survives the initial burst from the yellow turbans. Our coalitions, this one we're pretty much stuck until our heir comes of age. We'll figure out if him or the Empress is our better solution for the heir. The minister has to be a family member. Don't really want to adopt anybody for an extra assignment. Nothing too crazy. Food now. Remember, we're trying to work our way. Let's see. Another downgrade, and we're going to lose a building, which is something I don't really want. We could probably afford to lose this one just to get us that threshold we need for the food. So we'll take that, demolish both of these, and once we start gaining some more food, then we'll worry about picking that back up. And let's go ahead and end this turn as well. Southside's objective always, him and Sun Jian, they always want to go down south and try to capture as much land as they can, I've noticed. I don't know what the deal is there, but hopefully they figure it out. Alright, so they declare war. Already declaring war on Hong. At our food income there, we gain 15% for peasantry. Okay. I think this is extra events that I have from mod, not 100%. Can't remember. We don't really care about these people, so we will work towards a income bonus. Which didn't look like it did anything. Maybe it'll pick up next time. Interesting. Close that out. Alright. So, our one building finished. And we will just keep going with that as long as we can. Oh, nope. Okay, got rid of our tax collection building instead of just letting it go. Alright, so we will go ahead and build that again. Perfect. That's what
My armies are ready.
And we're getting HUDs into the capital to have them sit in there and gain more replenishment. Okay, so go ahead and take care of our level ups for this turn. John Wen is probably somebody we won't really use. I believe he's just sitting on the council right now. I don't think there's anything remotely close. Yeah, no faction-wide bonuses. Armies. Trade agreements. Let's see. Okay, so he's a brilliant commander though, or strategist, but he's a brilliant character, which provides a pretty good bonus. So we might just go ahead and work up the tree that's normally more involved with a fighting unit over a administrator, something of that nature was normally on the bottom. And Yuan also leveled up. So we know he's he's gonna be leaving. But man, he just really doesn't have anything that jumps out at me either. His only bonus is also the armies, but typically he's kind of surrounded over there when he does reach out on his own. So I guess we'll try and give him some good stuff. It's gonna allow him to at least fight. We might want, and there's Lucci. Let's go ahead and pick him up. And same thing, we'll have to build some network. +10. Run interference as well. And we are looking okay. So we've got the heir, another family member. So I think we are looking pretty good as far as monitoring Liu Bio.
Passion cannot burn indefinitely.
Well, did not mean to do that. So,
Our fire has abated.
and this is one of those things now to where next turn, maybe the turn after, we should have enough political influence, get rid of another eunuch, and we might look into building up these passes just in case the AI decides to start advancing that way. I don't mind taking these off his hands just to make sure we're a little more secure, but asking price on territory is going to be way too much. And we will just let the scenario develop a little more. Pretty much done with our turn. It's a really bold move of Liu Yu. Normally he gets messed up so fast. It's good to see him taking the offensive. Alright, so our next part of the Yellow Turban kickoff here is graffiti. As you walk through a local village, you see 3 men in the town square. They are tied to blocks and a headsman stands above them. Their crime was spreading graffiti, promoting the Yellow Turbans around the village. Things seem to be getting out of hand with these Yellow Turbans. So just more stuff to kind of guide you as you're playing, like, hey, you should probably pay attention to this. Again, like, hundreds of hours, I kind of know what's going on, but we'll do our best to not exploit knowledge that we technically wouldn't have. Right? We got 4 people in the pool here. Let's see if anybody kind of jumps out to us. Cheng Chu. Let's see what his bonus is. -1 satisfaction. Okay, well that doesn't sound the greatest, but huge 100% commerce. See, he's coming from the Han Empire. I don't think the Han Empire normally has spies, so we might pick him up. Man, these are not the greatest, but maybe at some point if we have a high income that could come in handy. And also he's a warlord character, so that would help us in the future by swapping out all these bureaucratic guys and putting him in there if we need him. So we'll go ahead and pick him up. Gang B, I believe this is a generic and a local hero. Also from the Han Empire, Fan Cho. Another warlord character that we might pick up just for that, but he does have a title. 10% melee damage. Okay, nothing crazy. That is rough. Okay, so he does add satisfaction to accounting, but we should be pretty good. Looks like he is fresh, so definitely not a spy. No items, anything like that. We will go ahead and take him too. Okay, look at his skills. I think it's for this one. Okay, so he's working down here. itself. We're not recruiting yet, so we're not too worried about that. Taking the redeployment cost. Losing 25% off that is great. So Yuan Shao, let's see. Don't care about starting rank. Faction support, I don't think we're too worried about, but we can work towards redeployment cost as well. Because we lost it when we got rid of Sao Ding, the eunuch. So we just gained one back. Work towards another. This one, no idea how to pronounce this. I'm gonna say Sui Li. No clue. I believe he's just riding in our council somewhere. Not sure. If he's not, then he's just hanging out. For him, probably he's only 18. Okay, so let's see. Nothing too nuts. I mean, he's a warrior, so we'll probably just shoot across this top row here and work our way down into region flexibility. Something you can do for all your people. At least your vanguards and your champions. Really helps out with main armies. So set him in. He's already gaining enough experience, and like I just got done talking about, flexibility. His next level up will gain reach. Big focus for him was
Moving out! Once again, I feel the warmth of home.
should only take 5 turns, which is excellent. Give our spies a check. He's another one. We're just gonna let him kind of relax and see what happens there. Should have taken a look. Okay, so nothing we really want to do here. They don't have enough points to really do anything. See if Dongzhou's gaining anybody that we really want to try and target. Same with Liu Bao. Same thing. Nothing we really want to do. I mean, we've got the heir and the second son also on our payrolls. If he wants to get silly, we should be good. With where he's at, I don't think we really need to worry about too much. Looks like he's gonna move on and take this and secure the province. Commander in none. So it's pretty much gonna sum up our turn again. Our political influence is 88. So we'll go to our court and we will get rid of the next eunuch. Partisan, age of 48. He is out of here. And our bureaucratic influence is still slightly too high. So most likely come on our next one to knock us under that 75, and hopefully that gets us where we want to be. Clear these out, and we'll go ahead and end this turn, because I don't think there's anything else we want to accomplish here.
I stand ready to defend the Emperor against all.
Good, that we roll on a bit. Passes, we don't want to upgrade yet. See, we're still working on the admin building that I definitely thought was going to stay when we downgraded, but decided not to. And then this war should be kicking off within the next 3 or 4 turns, I want to say. You see, Lucia just getting wiped out right there. So Dongzhou declaring war. Kind of going in just right. Our next bit is Tangzhou defects. Yellow Turban officer Tangzhou has seen the error of his ways and surrendered to the Emperor. He has implicated others in the plot who have been swiftly dealt the Emperor's justice. seems the Yellow Turbans are planning to strike against the Empire. So something the story's just kind of guiding you along to. We're stationed up here, get as much replenishment as we can, and then we'll go on and help our Empire subjects that are already kind of fighting some wars before it all kicks off. I think, how many turns do we have? 3 turns, so it'll probably take all 3 of those turns to get fully healed up, and then we'll move in, start helping them out. Okay, so this finished. 6 turns. It's a little much for about 6 grand, but I think it's not going to help us out as far as the troops here. Go ahead and start this construction as well. We want to try and get up to that 3rd level so we can increase our defenses here. Go ahead and take a look. Bow down. Complete confusion. He is 63, probably going to die soon, so we are not too terribly concerned with where his levels go. Another pretty boring take a check on our spies again. We could, let's see if anybody else. 54. Okay, so if we discredit anybody, we could try and get Dong Min on our side. We have his heir in our pocket as well. So we'll go ahead and try that. Close it out to let it refresh and see if he wants to be a spy for us now. Still nothing, but we'll keep working on it. And one of the things we could do actually is Chingchu. We'll try and send him in there as well. Just continue building up our network and our coverage there on Dongzhuo. And we've got another pretty relaxed turn, just hanging out. I don't think there's anything else popping up yet. So let's go ahead and let it roll. Gong would have already went and snagged that, but guess not. So Liu Chong declaring war. We sent out the spy. There's nobody we really care to build a relationship with here, so we're just gonna do this. Gain some armor. A couple more characters in the pool. Tianfen, Lookout. From the Han. Okay. Stats are not that great. He must be a fairly generic character. Joshin, Trader, also pretty generic character. Neither one of them have items. Take a look here and see. Okay, so they did do some things. Alright. And let's see. So they do have some historical relevance, but I thought the unique titles are pretty useless to us. So go ahead and see all these level ups we got going on. Filial and Pious. I think he is also just sitting on our court. Yeah. I think he's sitting in one of our actual positions. Nothing we really like there. Most likely we'll be taking him out of office at some point, so we'll just go ahead, save all our green and reds, work towards reach and flexibility. Same thing as Shong. Population growth, he's a brilliant character as well, which is excellent. Same thing, start down here, just work across. Chindan is our guy with all the Imperial units. So we will go ahead and put him across the top, try and get all these bonuses for the units. Chang. Spectre. Man, nothing crazy here either. These guys are doing the most, nothing at all. So for him, let's keep this up. And we'll try and work our way down to reach and flexibility. Charismatic, loyal, competitive. Alright, so we don't want him as an administrator character. So we'll just move him across this top row, pick up all the military related bonuses. Fong. I don't know how you would say that one. If you guys know, let me know. Another character just sitting on our bench that we're not really going to use for anything. So let's go ahead and give him military stuff in case we ever need to pull him out. Public order. Patient. Okay, so he's got a bonus to capture. So we might, 59, we may or may not use him. Depending on how quick we can get him out. So let's get him. Let's see, across the top, we'll give him flaming shot. And take the first guys again. Nobody that we want to do anything with. Kong, we can improve relations with Liu Biao. Wenping, so he's got Wenping. 100 satisfaction. Most likely nothing we can do there. So let's go ahead. And it's as if nothing's even going on here. Let's improve our relations. See, we're gonna go from 41 to 103 in case we meet any deals. Let's see what we want to do with him. I don't know if he's gonna be
Good to see you.
no extra anything, so none of that's really gonna benefit us currently, except for just making friends, I guess. So we'll still nothing but quick deals, political influence 52. These Unix. And we'll pop in uniforms. Again, I really want to work towards this replenishment. So we'll take this first. Is it something we need? Yep. And we'll just take the supplies and the deployables. So beneficial for the construction costs of buildings we're not building. Pop our council open, see if we get anything good. Oh, these are ancillary items. That's useless to us. Both of these. And you want Xiao. Can reroll his trait. So we'll be getting rid of Vane. Retinue. Yeah, okay. We'll gladly take that. These raids don't ever. What's going on here? He just doesn't have anything for me, or. Okay, so we'll close that out. Okay, I guess he just doesn't have anything. And I'm pretty sure I just lost the reroll for Yuan Shao. Yep. Okay, so for Luke, something so greedy and ambitious we can definitely afford to get rid of. He does not need authority and he's losing resolve. Okay, yeah, we will take this as well. We'll see what he picked up. Resourceful. Okay, not really super beneficial to him specifically, but anything that gets rid of those bad traits we'll take. Because he does have brilliant. Oh, brilliant's only gain, not resourceful. Okay, perfect actually. Another reason we can throw him on the field. again on Jin. Got 2 turns left for his bonuses to come. His units to be fully replenished. So that's pretty much covered everything for this turn as well. We'll probably get to about the start of the Yellow Turban Rebellion. That's where we'll end today's episode. Should be coming up here soon. And good there, so we'll go ahead and end the turn. They just stay racing for territory down in the south between Xinjiang and Cao Cao. Looks like he might get some first this time. Looks like Liu's attack failed. He was trying to attack a few turns ago. Too crazy, pretty uneventful. So, the Turban Rebellion is kicking off. It has begun. Across the lands, the banners of the Yellow Turbans are being raised, hastened by the defection of Tengzhou. You send out a call to arms to the Empire, stretching the limits of your mandated powers as you send brother against brother. Your most loyal subjects hastily march to war, but their more ambitious warlords are disturbingly slow to react, and the Mandate War begins. So, we'll kick that off. I don't know what mandated powers granted by the Empire is. Our new mission is obviously to eliminate the Yellow Turbans. You see, they're bringing on Gongyu, Huangshao, and Fei into the Alliance, as well as the basic Yellow Turbans. Our Alliance War is declared. Got a bonus here between a couple of our people. And that is where we will end today. Nothing too crazy. Appreciate you guys coming out. If you stayed this long, thanks. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. I'm not going to chase likes or comments or anything like that. If you guys have anything you want to say, feel free. Tips, pointers, whatever you want to do. It's totally up to you guys. I'm just here doing this for fun, so it's no sweat off my back. But hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.